Hello, everybody. We are live. Happy February, everybody, and thank you for tuning in with me now. And thank you to all the people in the future that will be watching. I am Kelly, and I am an intuitive and a healer, and I bring you insight, guidance, and messages and hits that I've gotten for every month. And so I try to come on at the beginning of each month. Typically, I try to be here on the first. So welcome to my channel. And I am going to go over the insight and the hits and the messages that I've received. And at the end of the show, I have some cards I pulled, and I also have some crystals I'm going to share that might be helpful for you for this month, and then a mantra to help us get through the month. And I want to say hello to Barbara. Hello, thank you so much for being here. And Becky, hello from Minnesota. Hello. And Diane, thank you for being here with me and all of us today. And Paul, I want you to know that you are in my prayers, and I am sending you extra love and comfort to you and your whole family. I want you to know that. And so I am going to go ahead. Oh, you're so welcome, Paul. I'm so sorry for your loss. So we have a lot to cover. Fatima, hello. Thank you, beautiful, for being here. So it's interesting. And Barbara Berkman, hello. Okay, so I'm going to focus. The first thing that I got for the month of February was, they said it's going to be a big oof, and I just got validation. It's a big oof, you guys. I wish I could say it's going to be better than January, but unfortunately it's not. I got huge events coming. I got violence escalating, and I do want to touch on something before I get started, and this is for beautiful Becky. Oh, that's with us today too. And I'm just going to touch on it for a minute. But I want everybody to know that my heart and prayers go out to everybody in Minnesota right now that are dealing with the chaos and the fear and the struggles. And also I want the families of Renee and Alex to know that I am sending so much love and prayers and to you also. And I'm so proud of Minnesota for standing up and showing up for injustice and for literally witnessing US citizens being murdered, executed on US soil, and that people are like, no more. We're standing up to the bullies, the hate, and seeing Minnesota and other communities come together and locking arms in unity and love is the most beautiful thing. And it's sad that it has to get to this point in order for people to wake up. But I just wanted to give Minnesota, because that's my home city, a shout out. So moving on, the shift that's happening on the planet right now is disturbing, and they said that there's no more burying our head in the sand, and that it's all about shifting our consciousness. And so here's the breakdown of what's happening. The people in power that instill hate, violence, division, injustice, and greed, these systems and these people, it's collapsing. And we're going to literally see it collapse before our eyes. And there is some work for us light workers to do because we are really being called to step up, to step into our light and really hold light and love for everybody, for literally everybody. And they said that they want us to know that when these planetary shifts happen, it's not easy. And so, this coming together in communities that we're seeing, across the US and worldwide, is it's a beautiful thing because it's bringing people together. They said that people that are digging their heels into the the 2 and the 3D, um, and there's a lot they're the ones that want us to stay in the state of chaos, fear, and they literally want us angry. They want us angry at everybody. And so this shift that's coming in is pushing them out of that 2 and 3D. And I can tell you for the majority of these people, it is really, really uncomfortable. So, there too, sending them and holding them in love too, because there's no shame. There's no shame in it. And a lot of it has been learned behavior and conditioning since, they were when they were younger. And so for these people this month, it's going to be a triggering month, especially for their emotions. And so, watching watching your thoughts this month and keeping them positive. And if you know of somebody that harbors a lot of aggression, a lot of anger, I would, I mean, if you can talk to them, I think it would be really great, but really use caution, around them. But if I would recommend talking to them if you feel safe, and then just sending them love, lots and lots and lots and lots of love. I do get that journalists this month have got to be extra careful because we're living in a time like no other. I mean, we're in 2026 and we had an African American journalist go into a church and be arrested. I mean, these are the times that we're living in. And so I literally got journalists have to be extra careful this month. I did get wars, and I'm sorry, you guys. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I got wars breaking out, and wars intensifying. And I want you to know that partially the chaos that the government is orchestrating right now is to distract us from the Jeffrey E. files. However, they're not going to go away, and this isn't even a political thing. This is really what boils down to morals and human decency. So, I mean, we literally have people in power that have been trafficking children, and what is going to be coming out? There's going to be many of us that aren't going to be able to even tolerate um, what has happened. And so, and they're going to be released. The files will be released, but really use discretion when reading them because it's disturbing. February 17th, we have a solar eclipse, which is huge, and we are moving into the fire horse. And so we have major endings happening, but we all know with major endings there's new beginnings. And so huge changes happening, and because of the solar eclipse and the fire horse, I got that they're coming in fast and furious. and happy birthday to Barbara Berkman on the 17th. And so we are going to be noticing a lot of truth coming out. And I do get leaks, that there are going to be leaks that have to do with oil, spine, and boating. And around this time, and usually a week to 2 weeks even before. So, I mean, starting now, we can start feeling the effects of it. So really letting go of what is no longer in alignment with your path forward. And and you'll know. I mean, there won't even be any questioning whether or not you're in alignment. You will just know that this is not in alignment with me anymore. And I got lies and deceit around this time coming forward, and they're going to be brought to light. And they said that it's going to be the start of big changes coming in, and that we are going to really need to really practice grounding, practicing practicing grounding into peace, practice grounding into love, practice grounding into compassion, and and then also just really protecting your peace. Like I just mentioned about, some of that stuff coming out. If it's going to disrupt your peace, it don't even look, because I don't think I probably will be, because my peace is way 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 more important. I do get that May and June, the energy is going to be lighter. However, I get that it's not going to last very long, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take the lighter energy. And then it was a hit. I got the Hudson River. And so just taking note on that, they just kept saying Hudson River, Hudson River. And so I do feel like there's going to be something with the Hudson River in the next few months. In February, we are going to witness and experience time slips, time jumps, time delays, and like time glitches. And you guys, I'm already noticing it. On Friday, I had a, a couple things. I thought I was already in February, and so and it could be as simple as that all of a sudden it's like, is it January, is it February, and you're not sure, or you wake up and it's like, okay, it's Monday, and no, it's Friday. And all of these are like little time glitches. And just on another note, time, what they just told me is, remember, you're always on time. You know what, there might be a scheduled time, but when you get there, you're always on time. Snowmobile accidents. So I do feel like there's going to be snowmobile accidents this month. And so, however, just sharing this with you, if you know of anybody that rides snowmobile, just tell them to be extra careful and cautious this month, especially your own speed. Many do dry January, and I get that many are going to continue on. Some of them not even really realizing that they're continuing on, and others really making a conscious effort to say, you know what, they realize that it's not helping their health, and that it could be hindering their spiritual growth. And so I do see people making a conscious effort to continue on with dry January. And I also get that people will just do it without even realizing that they're changing their habits. This was quite disturbing. They showed me a plane crash, and it was a plane crash alongside a highway. The highway was the highway actually, it ran this way, whatever direction that was, but there was a slow, it wasn't, it was a hill, and the plane had crashed on there. So I feel like there will be a plane crash in the next couple months. But I also got to really use caution on bridges and railways too. I got that we could hear something about Barbara Bush's health. And these were just hits. I got Gary Busey, something, and I feel like it could be something around his health or him talking nonsense kind of. And I did mention this on Friday when I was on with Terry that I was getting um, Robert Downey Jr. will be hearing from him in the news. Oh, and I said news, and I looked down. I also got a hit on Huey Lewis and the news, and when I get it, it's just like I just keep hearing I hear Huey Lewis in the news, and I'm like, what? And so anyway, I got Huey Lewis in the news, but I also get that there are going to be singers, athletes, actors, and actresses speaking out and really trying to help. And I do see more store owners refusing service to ICE and signs up that they're not welcome in these establishments. And I get that this is really a pivotal point in history and humanity. And that people are just waking up. People are done with the violence, the chaos, the fear mongering, the corruption, the propaganda, gaslighting. They're like, you know what? We're done. We're done. We're through with it. I heard have a repairman on call, meaning that there could be unexpected repairs this month. And so and I'm getting car and household repairs, and so I'm just passing it along. This is really exciting, you guys. Many people will be experiencing upgrades this month. And and like last month, many of you experienced upgrades too. And so you may be finding that you need more sleep, that you are sleeping a lot, or you may be finding that your sleep is disrupted, that you're being woke up, every few hours. And there's going to be a need for more quiet time, just being still and being in the present. And unfortunately, and when some go through upgrades, like I know I was through a major upgrade. Um, I get sick, and unfortunately that's what happens. And so some of you might notice people around you are getting ill. and and you also might notice this month too, because of the upgrades, that your diet changes, and things that you used to like you no longer like, and you have cravings for healthier food. And then I got that these upgrades, that they are going to be big ones, that they're pushing us forward to stand and find our inner power, and really listening and trusting our inner compass. This, you guys, is so huge. Is really, really trusting and believing in your inner compass. And then I got 2026 will be a year of people stepping into and recognizing their power, which is really a beautiful thing. And we need more of it. Okay, I'm gonna quick take a sip. Ships. Ships carrying freight, ships carrying oil, ships in general, I really feel um, need to be extra cautious this month because I got ship accidents and ship explosions. I got flooding, earthquakes, and more snow in the Midwest and East in colder temperatures. I got the flooding and earthquakes in US, Chile, Brazil, South America, New Zealand. And again, there will be major protests this month, but this is a beautiful thing. It's bringing communities together, and and not only is it bringing communities together, I get that there are going to be like major friendship bonds made through all of this, which is really, really beautiful. I got that the Pope is going to be speaking out on US and the world, that he's going to be speaking out on US and world violence and pretty much saying this killing has got to stop. They showed me a step stool, and the one that they showed me was a smaller step stool. And so I the first thing that I got are people in government stepping down. Um, However, when I see a step stool and I saw a smaller one, there could be bigger ones and ladders. I do feel like people need to be extra careful. And I also got back. So people just, if you have back issues or back problems, to really, maybe wear your back brace this month just to be extra cautious with your back this month. And again, I talked about this last month. Continue to support your immune system this month because there there is a lot going on out there, and so just doing whatever it is that you do. If it's drinking juice or taking your vitamins, but make sure that you're getting enough fruits and vegetables, and also to remember that you're make sure that you're getting enough sleep too. I think is going to be really important, and de-stressing, kind of circling back to the whole peace thing. If something is disrupting your peace, just eliminate it this month because there's going to be so much going on in the world that it peace is going to be up forefront this month. So it is February 1st, and so tonight is a full moon. And I got a glimpse of it last night. It looked almost full last night, and it was absolutely beautiful. So tonight, releases, anything that you're holding on to that you just don't want to bring forward, release. And I would recommend, I always do my gratitudes and thank yous, and tonight would be a great night to charge your crystals. So if you feel inclined to put them out, it would be a good night. This is the full moon. This one's called the snow moon, and I do feel like today for some is gonna be like a day of emotions today. And it could have even been yesterday, and you may even feel it tomorrow. But I get a lot of emotions, like a high emotional day. Um, People feeling tension and frustration, and there too, it kind of goes back to like meditation and peace. And I also got with this full moon that people may be like extra critical of themselves and questioning their self-worth. And so if this is something that you're feeling and going through, I want you to know that you are loved. And Barbara, you said that yesterday was really emotional. Yeah, there's a lot of emotions coming in with this moon. And so recognize your self-worth and self-acceptance, just loving you, loving on yourself and accepting yourself exactly where you're at. And I got that one's pride and ego just might get in the way of that. And so really looking at that, because I do feel like there's a lot of people right now that are looking at their inner trauma from this lifetime and the trauma that they've carried in through past lifetimes. And so I'm getting that there's a lot of people being triggered right now. And the full moon is just expanding on all of this. So, you know, if if there's anybody that you, you need to forgive or even yourself, now would be a good time to clear the air, because this is a powerful new moon. And also it's the first of the month, and so I don't know if some of you, I do it myself. I do my cinnamon intention, and I stand. Our family does it. We stand at the front door of the house. We on the outside of the door, and put cinnamon in our left hand, and we put our intentions into it, and then blow the cinnamon into the house. This is really wonderful, you guys. I get that February, there is a lot of creativity this month. And so really honing in on what lights you up, um what do you do that, time just slips away? Is it cooking? Is it reading? Is it walking, painting? What, what is it that you do? I get that creativity is coming in, but I also get that this month is going to be a month where a person has like great ideas, like all of a sudden, and it's probably because we're really going to be practicing our peace and just being in quiet more, where we're going to have those moments where these great ideas come in. I call them aha moments, and I got that some of these ideas are going to be great for expanding on business, career plans, and that some of you will have like major breakthroughs. I love this. I love this. And there too, it's trusting that insight when it comes in. I do get that inflation again is going to be increasing this month and businesses closing. So please support your local small businesses. It's so important right now to keep these small business owners in business. And so, if you can purchase whatever it is through somebody local in your community rather than going to a big box store, that would be a beautiful gift. So take away for the month of February peace, 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 love and compassion for humanity, and turn the news off. It's just turn it off. And if you can, depending on where you're at, um, if you can reach out to anybody that's struggling, that would be a beautiful thing. And make grounding your priority this month. And I know a lot of you are in colder temperatures, and so even just drinking a lot of water is going to be really. Water can be grounding. Um, crystals can be grounding, and just getting out. I mean, if there's snow on the ground, I mean, going outside in your winter coat and leaning against a tree, that will be beneficial too. Oh, we'll see you, Paul. Thank you so much for being here. And so, a few crystals to help get through the month, because we do need some extra support this month. So however we can get it, and the ones that I wrote down are common ones, so the majority of us will probably have them, so we don't need to go purchase anything else. Amethyst. I got amethyst is going to be a great one for this month, because it's going to calm our mind and it's going to calm our emotion. And not only that, it's going to strengthen our intuition. And I talked about that in my January predictions, that our intuition this year is going to be really increasing. And so having amethyst around is going to be really, really good for that. But also, amethyst helps with rest and sleep and meditation. And using amethyst for prayer is also really good. So having it like on your night table would be wonderful. Aquamarine would be a wonderful one for this month. It's a stone of flow and trust, and it eases emotional tension, and it encourages honest communication. And I don't know if I mentioned that, but communication is going to be huge this month. That we're going to really have to make sure we're communicating with our friends, our loved ones, our spouses. That communication is going to be huge this month, because we do go into Mercury retrograde. I'm not sure exactly the date, but I know it's towards the end of the month. So communication is going to be really important this month. So aquamarine encourages honest communication. And I love this. It supports our sensitivity with overwhelm. So there are going to be times this month where we are feeling really overwhelmed or feeling overstimulated. And the aquamarine, and I have a piece, I keep a piece close by, will be really good. Moonstone would be great, and it supports new beginnings. And with fire the fire horse and the eclipse coming in, it's all about new beginnings. And so the moonstone will help support that, and it helps with emotional balance. So a lot of these are, they're really helping guide us with our emotional health. And moonstone also helps us trust what's unfolding, even if it's unclear. And I love that. And rose quartz is always, always, always good. And it softens grief and the self-criticism. And I talked about that being today, that many could just be really feeling self-critical today and just being kind of extra hard on ourselves. And so if you're not feeling it today, maybe tomorrow or whenever, grab a hold of that rose quartz, because it opens our heart and it helps us to love on ourselves with compassion. And another couple that I'm sure that you all have, and it's just their protection stones, would be black tourmaline, black tourmaline, obsidian, and smoky quartz. Those two you should have a piece close by this month, because just for that extra protection to repel any of that negativity that you may be experiencing at work or through the media or what have you. It'll help. And then just remembering to put protection around yourself too is going to be really important. I mean, if I could recommend one thing, when you get up in the morning, to say your thank yous and your blessings, for your day, and then immediately go in and protect yourself before, even if you're staying at home. If you come online, there's an exchange of energy. The mantra I got for us, and it's just a short one, so it's easy, is I soften into trust and soften into love. I release what no longer serves me. I am guided. I am protected. I am supported as I move forward in divine timing. And so it is. Barbara Heart and Love, being in the oh yes, yes, being in the water is so great for grounding and centering, you guys. It really works well. And if you're in a climate that you can't be in water in the winter, taking a bath with Epsom salt, with pink Himalayan salt, and if you don't have a bathtub, just doing a foot bath and putting your feet in there would be very beneficial. And Barbara, yes, I have a piece right here. This is huge, huge, huge for grounding. That would be a beautiful one for grounding. And so I pulled a few cards. I'm just going to quickly look this over to make sure that I got everything. Just give me a second. Yeah, I think I did. So I pulled a few cards from a couple decks. And the one deck I pulled from was Whispers of Healing. And the other one was The Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace. So this is for the month of February. The first card I got was stress. And I hate to say it, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's that this month we will endure some stress. So it's how we manage it, you guys. So it's the whole practicing your peace and surrounding yourself with people that are in alignment with love, compassion, and happy people, and you know people that are negative. I mean, this would be a great month to really like limit your time with them. And burdens. I do feel like there will be burdens this month, but I feel like the burdens are a lot of it has to do with the collective that we're going to be feeling the weight of the world as a burden. But however, I did get that there could be some burdens as far as some repairs that pop up for some. And then I got sensitivity that, when a person is, when, I mean, we're all sensitive, we're all empaths and intuitive. And what we're witnessing right now it's hard. And so, really protecting our sensitivity, but also leaning into it too, because it really is a gift. And then I got Angel of Power. And so I think that this month, you guys really, 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 really leaning in and asking your angels for what it is that you need, what you want, asking them for peace, asking them for protection, but really leaning in this month on your angels, your guides, your helpers, God, prayers, is going to be really beneficial this month. And then I think I pulled more cards this month. I got well-being, really taking care of our well-being. And when I say well-being, it's not only it's our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health, our spiritual health, taking care of it all. And then also our immune system, really, really taking care of all of that. And then positive minded people. I think I maybe just said that. Really, really surrounding yourself with people that are positive is going to be huge. And then last card, love. Love, 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 love. And that's for everybody to love on yourself, love on your neighbor, love on the people that you're not in alignment with. Send them love. And with that, I want to thank all of you guys. It's a Sunday afternoon, and for some it might be evening. I just want you to know that I appreciate you sharing your Sunday, your day with me. And I will be back on at 5:30 tonight Pacific with Terry and Kevin. And so if you're around, please come join us. But I want you guys to know that I love and appreciate you all, and we will see you soon. And really take care of yourself and take care of each other. I love you all. Bye bye.